So yesterday it seemed like this came out and I was busy and I didn't really notice until later that day. So I decided, today I'll make a video on it. Like I usually do, and that is the brief spoiler for the next chapter has come out. And obviously as we do every week when these comes out, we go over them. But yeah, let's read it, I guess. So, okay. The giants struggle against the powerful dream monsters. So, they're not just all. Maybe one of the limitations is that these dreams monsters don't have really good strength, but they do have not strength that could rival a giant, but something that is there, something that would cause a giant of strength to have trouble even moving, maybe some kind of annoying thing. I don't know. Hopefully we'll get more of it. But anyways, Colin, secretly defying his ban, sneaks away with a small boat and bringing Jinbei, Brook, Usopp, Nami to join the fight. Ripley takes Frankie to an ancient giant robot that has been around for over 3,000 years. So like I said, we'll probably leave that for the end, because I have a thing on that. But anyways, Gunko is unexpectedly a big fan of Brook's music. Another thing on that. Dory and Broggy, completely drunk, gather on a massive Great Eric ship. They unleash their Hakuko attack and defeat many monsters in one strike. Scalper Goban arrives and joins the Straw Hat for the fights. Yeah, that was the brief spoiler. But two things that I wanted to backtrack was that this giant of a robot that has been there for 3,000 years. So I believe it's basically like what Joburg did before, he probably was eliminated, 900 through whatever during the Void Century. I believe that, well, now that I'm saying it, I have another theory because this robot has been here 3,000 years, but the Void Century has happened after 900 years ago. So that'd mean someone built giant robot and probably also built Emmet. Probably this person probably created an army of giant robots. I'm guessing at that time to combat something, probably something that similarly happened to Jorba, where this person lost and he placed each a robot of his as a security guard in each of these islands. I'm guessing the closer and closer they got to the One Piece at Laugh Tale, I'm guessing, as they get closer to treasure, he obviously probably put these robots to, be security guard, to be oh, are you worthy of this or something like that. But I feel like there's a question as who really built this, because the Void Century was 900 years ago when Jorbei was, eliminated from the show or whatever. But since it's 3,000, it makes me believe that something similar to what happened to Joy, where this person was fighting some kind of world government, some kind of force that made him build these robots, and then before I'm guessing the person died 3,000 years ago. He spreaded these robots across the land. And then, obviously, Jorah, he found the one in, well, I don't think Jorah found him. I think it was like kind of like inherited, I guess. Like, I'm guessing, yeah, I'm guessing Jorah kind of inherited the robots as like someone tried to do what he did but failed, like him. But yeah, I think there's a bigger question as who really built these robots, because I feel like Emmett and this robot are from the same time period. Like they were built at the same time, but they were discovered at different times during the One Piece history. Like Emmett was found, I'm guessing, during the 4th century, and this robot was found 3,000 years ago in Elbaf by, I'm guessing, some giants. So there's a bigger question as to who really built these robots, and for what purpose did they really build this robot. Now, the last thing that kind of, I guess, interests me was Gongo is unexpectedly a big fan of Brooke's music. Now, where would she have listened to his music? Well, there's two possibilities. There's like three possibilities, and I'll probably save the last one for the one I think is right. But the first theory is that she was probably there at the archipelago after the time skip, where Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Robin, Frankie, and Brooke all met up, and then there's this whole thing, and she was probably one of the civilians, or she was probably there to witness, like, okay, Straw Hat has now officially entered the new world. So that's one theory I have on that. That's where she would have heard the music. My other theory is that she was probably somehow, she's part of the Long Arm tribe. But what if like she was there where Kuma kind of sent Brooke during that time skip? I think he sent Brooke to like a village of Long Arm men, and obviously we didn't see a female there, Gunko there, but she might have been around there just to hear the music. Or my other theory, my last theory, that I think really makes sense, is that she was probably, maybe this happened when she was young, like Koala. She was probably a part of the pirates that attacked Brooke and pretty much wiped Brooke's crew off existence and kind of made him into a skeleton. So those are the three possibilities I know that she could have heard his music. Now it's a huge question when and how she was there. But I think these three theories are possible. Obviously, we'll probably have to wait until much more comes out. Like I said, there's only the brief spoiler, so I'd recommend just wait until the actual chapter comes out. But yeah. Anyway, just wanted to make a quick video on that, and just kind of throw out what I think of the chapters that I could do every week. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.